Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Liv's Thoughts. Today we are going to be talking about never taking advice from someone that doesn't believe in themselves, because number one, it's going to be useless advice. Number two, it's going to kind of demotivate you and honestly kind of kill your dreams sometimes, because I think when you see doubt coming from other people, we tend to doubt ourselves. And I think that when we go to other people to tell them our ideas or go to other people for advice, we are looking for a little bit of validation, I would say, in our own progress. And so when you go to someone that you trust or go to someone that maybe you look up to and they don't necessarily have the confidence or belief in themselves, they're just gonna kind of tear your dreams apart. They're gonna try to come at your goals from this realistic point of view, and being realistic is probably one of my least favorite things in life. I think that it's stupid. I think that some people need to understand that delusion is key and faking it till you make it is genuinely a real thing, and I don't think enough people see that in the world. So being delusional honestly is a blessing. It is a gift and a curse. I will say sometimes we get ourselves into situations when we are delusional that maybe we could have realistically got out of, but I feel like a lot of that kind of stuff is more common sense. But when we're talking to people that do not believe in themselves or are not confident in their abilities or not confident in kind of what they want to do with their life, they tend to get mad at you almost for having broad ideas or broad goals, because it's not jealousy. I guess it is a little bit of jealousy and envy, but I think a lot of people that do not trust themselves or believe in themselves often look to leech off of others' success or leech off of others' happiness, or almost get mad at other people for being happy with their lives because they are delusional. Sorry, but delusional people are happier. Call me crazy. But as someone that is delusional, when I was a realist in life and when I was focusing on the realistic aspect of things all the time and being that freaking annoying Debbie Downer all the time, I didn't believe in myself. I wasn't achieving anything. And right now, I maybe am not where I want to be career-wise. I'm not where I want to be financially. I'm not where I want to be in a lot of situations in my life. But the goals that I've already met in my life have been pretty consistent. Everything I've dreamt of thus far, I've reached, except for my major career goals, I would say. I want to own my own gym when I'm older. That obviously is not going to happen at this point in my life, and I'm very well aware of that. So I'm kind of just focusing on these little tiny goals that I have, and I've reached most of my career goals. I've reached most of my not personal development goals, but it was my goal to move. I moved. It was my goal to get to Los Angeles when I was 18. I got there when I was 3 days after I turned 18. A lot of the stuff, I've managed a gym. I've gotten my lot of personal training clients that I wanted to get over the year. I've coached a number of classes I wanted to coach. Everything I've dreamed of and everything I've wished for, I guess, I have gotten. And I think I have gotten that from simply being delusional, because I remember entering the fitness world and a lot of people told me that a lot of people are not going to respect me or not going to listen to me because I'm an 18-year-old female girl. Well, 19 when I started coaching, but it was the truth, don't get me wrong. But if I would have gone into coaching and all this stuff with lowering my voice because I know people aren't going to listen already, I wouldn't have been respected as much as I was at one of the gyms I worked at. I was a very respected, I hate to toot my own horn a little bit, but I was a very respected coach because I knew what I was talking about. I enjoyed coaching and I was passionate about it, and I was direct with the way I talked. I did not personally, it's one of my least favorite things when people talk over me while I'm trying to teach, especially. And so I stood my ground a lot of the times. I made people do burpees when they were not listening in class. I was not the girl to be messed with when you were talking in my class, because it annoyed me and it would make me in a bad mood and make the rest of the class feel uncomfortable. So I stood on business. I made myself respected in the fitness community, at least in Los Angeles. I would say I mean, I know a lot of people in the fitness industry out there, and I feel like they can all kind of vouch for me, saying I'm a good coach, that sort of thing. And it's just proof that when you listen to people that are telling you you're not going to be successful, or if you're listening to people that are telling you there's too many people trying to go into that niche and like it's a really competitive field. Everything's competitive. There's 8 billion people in this world, my guy. Like seriously, every niche of career, every niche of career or every niche of a hobby, whatever it may be, there's a lot of people doing it, regardless if it's 1,000 people or if it's 10 million people doing it. Like 1,000 people is still a lot of people. Of course, you have more of a probability to succeed if there's only 1,000 people, but there's room for everyone and there's competition in every aspect of life. So there's no reason in being like, well, you know the statistics, I don't think you're gonna make it. Like come on, I don't want to hear that. Like, don't tell me that. Like, I don't understand why so many people have so many other opinions on other people's careers or other people's just ways of living. And I know that I judge some people sometimes, for sure, with the way that they live their life because I don't agree with it necessarily. But at the end of the day, that's not my issue. It's not someone I'm going to be asking for advice from. So like, what was I trying to say? I like lost my train of thought there. I'm going to just backtrack. Anyways, just never take advice from someone that doesn't think that you're going to succeed, because it takes one person to believe in you, and that's you. And honestly, if you can get 2 people in your corner that are backing you up, I think that's enough. And I think that, again, I've said this before, 10% of people are going to love what you're doing, 80% of people are going to be indifferent, and 10% of people are going to absolutely hate what you're doing. So can't pay attention to people that are hating on you, because everyone in this world has haters, honestly. Like, there's not one person I think that is free from having haters. There's people that don't like people for certain reasons, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Just know that you're better than the realistic people in the world. Be delusional. You're not trying to be a stockbroker on freaking Wall Street. You know what I mean? Like, you can be realistic if you're trying to go to school for being a doctor. If you're trying to do stuff for being certain, like, STEM or STEAM, however you say it, like careers, or like if you're going to finance or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain ways to be realistic in this world. But if you're trying to chase a dream that is unusual, or if you're trying to chase a dream that you feel like is unobtainable to you right now, but you really want it, don't talk to anyone that does not believe in themselves, number one, or is not successful. Never talk to anyone that is at the same, not to be, that sounds bad to say, like, not to get advice from someone that's at the same level as you, but like, I hate to say there's not really much use in getting advice from, you can definitely talk about your issues with people your age and like people that are in the same position as you, but if you're looking for advice to advance your career, if you're looking for advice to advance a dream of having a physique goal or lifting this much or whatever it may be, crocheting this or so, like whatever it may be for you, talk to a professional, talk to someone that is successful in that career, because they're going to be the people that believe in themselves because they already made it. And the people that haven't made it yet often self-doubt. So don't surround yourself with people that are self-doubting. Peace, love, and happiness. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this new video on the camera. All right, bye. I will talk to you. I already said that. Bye.